Alright everybody, welcome back. This is video number 2 today, and today I want to address a Pine Creek video where he was addressing Mike Winger. Mike Winger is a Christian preacher apologist who he had a video, and in that video he was speaking of Bart Ehrman when Bart Ehrman was talking about Mark 15 and how Jesus didn't answer Pilate. He only answered him once. Okay? And Pilate asked him, "Art thou the king of the Jews?" Okay. And straightway in the morning the chief priests held a consultation with the elders and scribes and the whole council, and bound Jesus, and carried him away, and delivered him to Pilate. And Pilate asked him, "Art thou the king of the Jews?" And he answering said unto them, "Thou sayest it." And the chief priests accused him of many things, but he answered nothing. And Pilate asked him again, saying, "Answerest thou nothing? Behold, how many things they witness against thee." But Jesus yet answered nothing, so that Pilate marveled. Okay? And Bart Ehrman was saying how Jesus was just standing there dumbfounded because he didn't, because of what was happening, the whole situation. Mike Winger, on the other hand, said no. Jesus didn't say anything because Jesus wanted to get crucified. It was foretold, and he wanted to get crucified. And then, Doug of Pine Creek said, well, what about John? Because Mike Winger said if Jesus would have talked in Mark, he might not have got crucified. Okay? All right. Now, then they led Jesus from Caiaphas. This is John 18, verses 28 to 40. Then they led Jesus from Caiaphas unto the hall of judgment, and it was early. And they themselves went not into the judgment hall, lest they should be defiled, but that they might eat Passover. Pilate then went out unto them, and said, What accusations bring ye against this man? They answered and said unto him, If he were not a malefactor, we would not have delivered him up unto thee. Then Pilate said unto them, Take ye him, and judge him according to your law. And the Jews therefore said unto him, It is not lawful for us to put any man to death, that the saying of Jesus might be fulfilled, which he spake, signifying what death he should die. Then Pilate entered into the judgment hall again, and called Jesus, and said unto him, Art thou the king of the Jews? Jesus answered him, Sayest thou this thing of thyself, or did others tell it of thee? Okay, here in Mark, Pilate said, Art thou king of the Jews? And he answered and said unto them, Thou sayest it. Now, first off, them. I guess Pilate and his, I'm just going to say that was Pilate. Thou sayest it. Here in John, Sayest thou this thing of thyself, or did others tell it of thee? Well, right there's a contradiction. Okay? Pilate answered, Am I a Jew? Thine own nation and the chief priests have delivered thee unto me. What hast thou done? Jesus answered, My kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servants fight that I should not be delivered to the Jews. But now is my kingdom not from hence. Pilate therefore said unto him, Art thou a king then? Jesus answered, Thou sayest that I am a king. To this end was I born. For this cause came I into the world, that I should bear witness unto the truth. Every one that is of the truth heareth my voice. Pilate said unto him, What is truth? And when he had said this, he went out again unto the Jews, and saith unto them, I find no fault at all. Okay, now, it's like Doug at Pine Creek said. So Jesus, in Mark, Jesus didn't want to say anything because he wanted the crucifixion to happen. Well, then what about John? Okay? Apparently, What? Jesus was defending himself so the crucifixion wouldn't happen? And like I said, it's a contradiction. You have Mark here where he doesn't say anything but thou sayest it. Thou sayest it. Art thou the king of the Jews? Here when he says, art thou the king of the Jews, sayest thou this thing thyself, or did others tell it of me? You know? So Mike Winger, messed up here. He thinks that, yeah, hey, I got Bart Ehrman. Yeah, well, you got yourself, because Jesus Christ in Mark wants the crucifixion, but in John he, don't. Okay, it seems that he's saying he does want it, but once again, this is the problem when you're trying to argue for this book, and there's so many contradictions. There's so many different versions and different stories. Y- it's like that video I made where this commenter said an unfulfilled prophecy that is considered fulfilled by Matthew is nothing more than a small parallel. Really, mental gymnastics. We're just gonna ignore the the irrationality, I guess, of it. We're just gonna this is a good explanation. Yeah. Sorry, Mike, you didn't win that one. All right. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to put Doug's video in, I don't know which side it'll be. It'll be in one of these sides. I think it's in this side. So I'm going to do that, and that'll be it until next time. And until next time, I'm David Kramer, the Critical Thinking Christian.